feel you, I wanna feel you. Ooh, I wanna be near you, wanna be near you. Ooh, I wanna feel you, I wanna feel
Thank you very much.
And where are we?
We're at the Macmillan Cancer Centre, meeting with the cleverest people in town. So let's see how clever they are. Fourth floor.
Fourth floor?
Fourth floor.
Oh,
9 o'clock for a referral to see Claire Roddy, and the email was from Diana Palomares Munoz.
What's your name?
Labuzinski Tassilo.
Okay, take a seat around the corner from here.
Alright, thank you.
The doctors, come with me.
Hi Claire.
Hello, have you got some?
I've got a few people with me, yeah.
Grand.
Is that
Does
all right?
everyone need to come in, or can you take two people?
Is it alright if they all come? So we don't have to, I don't have to repeat everything. Is that alright?
Well, fair enough, it's unusual. There's not enough seats, that's the trouble.
Alright.
Okay, so why don't you take a seat there? Are you the girlfriend? Yeah. Why don't you take a seat beside your partner? Why don't you take a seat on the sofa? And you two are going to need to sit on the sofa as well, because I'm going to need to examine him. This is a very atypical situation. And you've got your camera because you're recording for a...
We're recording his journey.
All right, great.
Well, yeah, I was going to say...
So if you record this consultation, so that's usually something we talk about in advance. So basically the way that we run this is we've obviously received a referral from Richard, and we need to go over your presenting complaint from start to finish, and then we'll decide whether or not we can sort of, we can sort something out for you.
Sure.
Okay. So to start with, how old are you?
30.
Okay. And are you from the UK or?
I'm originally German, but I'm a resident here. I run a company here.
And what are you doing for a living?
I run a social media agency.
Okay.
So on Wednesday, that'll be my first month done, and I'm actually heading back to Guys now to see sort of what the plan is now, if we continue into the second cycle, or if we switch it off, or...
Yeah, it just, I guess the bottom line is that, if just immediately prior to starting this blinatumomab, you had about sort of 1% of the bad cells, in the blood or in the bone marrow, perhaps it was, because it was on the 17th. But then, whenever they look, they take this sort of interim sample to have a look and see how you're responding, and it does seem to have, gone up in that interim. So, to me, it wouldn't make a huge amount of sense to carry on with blinatumomab in that situation. And has that also been discussed with you?
Yeah.
Getting you to the point where you could potentially...
Right, so they were saying if I get MRD negative again, then you could do it, otherwise the risk is too high. That's one of the
yes, exactly, that's right, indeed. Okay, fair enough. So it's a question of trying to find some sort of therapy in the interim to try to get your disease levels down so that they can make the bone marrow transplant possible.
But we're approaching everyone that's coming through the trial.
No problem with it. I'm documenting.
I've seen some of your videos actually. Yeah.
Have you actually?
Yeah, I have. Yeah. So I mentioned you, and I had a little look, and it's really interesting that you've been kind of documenting it from the start.
Well, you
guys are obviously very tech savvy. It all looks pretty good.
You guys can have a fight. Can't really that different. No, we started documenting our journey before this whole thing happened.
Oh, okay.
My role was kind of the mouse.
So you guys all run a company together, do you?
Well, he's our CEO. I'm one of the founders. We've got another founder in the office. There's about 15 of us.
Oh, okay.
Actually, closer to 20 now.
Wow, that's great.
Offices in Farringdon. I think, obviously, this is a different type of filmmaking. Ours is just very raw.
For sure, but I think that's really interesting, and actually, interesting to think about taking on some of your own footage and sort of applying that as well. And there's something about you documenting your own journey that's obviously unique to you. Not many people do that.
For me, it was when I first was diagnosed. I wanted to reach out and see what did other people in my situation, how did they deal with it, what did they go through, and then I might find somebody on Instagram or whatever. It kind of gave me. I was really interested in it.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, if I could do that for other people, then so there was that doing.
It stops you feeling so isolated, doesn't it?
Yeah, and seeing who would reach out and see what, you know.
Right.
And a lot of people have.
Also, just sharing information is quite helpful because you're all trying to grapple with new stuff. And,
Like, I'm open to it all. And
Yeah, sure.
Actually, you know, if we can kind of get the word out there on what's out there, what new treatments are available.
I mean, that's the whole point of this.
Yeah, so why would I
Educate people about it.
Why would I kind of stand against that? We're doing it anyway, so.
Right. Okay, cool.
Let's do it.
Well, really good to meet you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
See you later.
Nice
to meet you.
See you soon.
See you later.
Yeah, so first meeting done, a lot of uncertainty. It's the first trial of its kind. You know, will it work, will it not, we don't know. So yeah, one moment at a time. Now heading back to, let's get some food, and then guys after. Good stuff. So I haven't had breakfast this morning, just a little bit of green juice. Gonna fuel up on some healthy-ish food on the go. That's what's up.
And give me a lowdown. Or do you want to give me a lowdown when we're in an Uber?
Yeah, let me eat. I'll give you a loan on the Uber. Sprint to the Uber. I love that. Favorite part of the vlog.
I love it.
So yeah, meeting was okay. You know, it's not like this is exactly how it's going to be. We know exactly what we're doing with you. It's 100% going to work. It's more like it's a brand new approach that we can try, and there are a lot of risks, and now there's a lot of things they have to figure out in terms of the logistics. So yeah, fair enough. You just got to accept that. There's another meeting happening tomorrow where the treatment is slightly different. Instead of the cells coming from myself, they would be coming from a donor. And in the meantime, we have to decide what to do with my current treatment to kind of bridge me over the period until kind of we do one of these, and then there's still the transplant at the end. So yeah, long road ahead. And I don't know if you've watched my story yesterday, but I had this kind of moment in the office yesterday where I was saying that I've always been a hard worker and I've always made a plan and kind of gone after it, but a lot of was to do with fighting with myself, having that inner voice in your head, oh, you know what, you could just chill out today, or, you know, do you really have to go and do this? Do you really have to go up and go to the gym? Do you really have to go shopping or cook? Can you not just take the easy option? That was a struggle that I always had to fight. Now, I'm kind of like, every day I have, I'm pulled toward wanting to do stuff. That internal struggle is gone. I'm not finding it hard.
Yeah.
And so my question was basically just, you know, couldn't we, without the gun to our head, feel that way, where we're drawn towards the things that we want to do and we just go and do with a smile on our face? Or does it always have to be that internal struggle? So, you know, suddenly when someone puts a gun to your head, the choices become quite obvious and it's quite easy, you know, so what's the alternative? So it's just remarkable, and I was just kind of speaking from how I was feeling, you know. It's like, oh God, I still have to do this and this, but I have to do it, and blah. It's like, I want to do it and I'm enjoying it. So yeah, heading to the office real quick, because Darren, if you remember a few vlogs back, we interviewed him in hospital. It's his first day today. And then I am going to have a catch up with some of the guys as well. And then heading back to the hospital to see my consultant to see what kind of the plan is, and then I need the pump changed, and I don't know if they're going to keep it on or not. That's the plan. Spin to the office. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Good?
Yeah,
Welcome.
I'm good. Thank you.
Good first day?
Yeah, just kept figuring it out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Do you want to join this catch up, or do you want me to come back?
Three different interpretations. I mean, when I met Tass originally, he said, we're not an influencer marketing company, we're an attention agency. We're attention.
That's what I kind of wanted to talk to you about, actually, just to kind of frame like
what
our pieces. I did some work with Majid on it yesterday, because what we're trying to do is create a document or a script where anybody in the business, you're 100% right, you ask anyone in the business at the moment, everyone's going to kind of give a different perspective. So instead of starting with, we started 2 years ago as an influencer marketplace, blah, 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 always framing the conversation from
here's our thesis, in that we understand attention today. So evidently, things have changed. There are more channels. There's more things pulling at us today. And kind of what does it mean today and what will it mean tomorrow? And then, so as an agency, we harness this attention, and what we care about is the creative communication. So actually that makes us a creative agency, because it's all about the creative communication to evoke the desired reaction, which broadly is to help a brand build, to sell more product, or to raise awareness for I don't know,
launch or whatever,
event, launch, a belief. I think in pitches I've had with clients, being able to always just say, let's just back up real quick and let's talk about our thesis, and then ask lots of questions, and then figure out what of our, because then you go into capabilities and services.
How far?
And we're not just a brand new shop that opened. Influencer marketing is a hot topic, so we can send out lists and do some research for clients, and you know. And then I think in terms of our USP, the big thing that I think like punches pretty hard every time is the fact that there are a lot of social agencies. There are a lot of agencies out there kind of doing what we do, some part of big organizations and some of smaller ones, and the metrics are always kind of likes, shares, engagements, sentiment, whatever. And we want to go one step further. So we actually want to go, we don't just want to create a video with 100 million views and then go, we've done our work. You know, especially if you're someone like Social Chain, you can cross-pollinate, you can create those views, but we actually want to have an open, transparent conversation with our clients and go, how does our work directly link to your business objectives? And then we say this audacious thing that for every dollar of marketing spend they spend with us, we put it to better use than anybody else. What an audacious thing to say. Cool, I'll just walk in and tell them I'm here. It's probably easiest. I've got a wristband.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
all right, thanks.
What's the time left on the pump?
8 minutes.
So
I was like, no, me, not, I don't know anything.
So how did you get on in MECL?
Good. Yeah, she's quite a punchy lady. Claire, but yeah, she went through everything. I mean, I read into what they had sent over and looked online, so I was kind of already aware of what to expect anyway. Asking questions, and obviously it's a brand new thing. I think they've only treated 14 children and it's ongoing. So there's not like massive amounts of case studies they've done where this could be a really good thing, but it's not like a guaranteed solution, but I was aware of that anyways. We find a way to speak to Penn as well.
Well, if you can get in touch with them through your friend, otherwise they can refer you directly.
Okay. And then in that 2 weeks maybe now,
you could just pop over
conversation and go have the conversation, and then then there are basically 3 options: Ruben, Claire, or some sort of trial to do with Penn if I qualify and if it's possible. But at least then we've kind of covered all angles.
Yeah, exactly.
What if miraculously I become MRD negative after this next bone marrow?
then you go to transplant.
Yeah, straight away.
Then I go to transplant straight away, and it's not like, well, I was already MRD negative and that didn't help, let's do the other thing anyways. So basically that renders me ineligible for all these other procedures. So isn't it better than just stay MRD positive, do it, wipe it completely? No? Doesn't work like that?
Because a certain proportion of MRD negative will be cured after transplant.
For the way she touched me, no escape from the lies she loved me. She's running with my heart, take her down. She's got my heart, take her down. This ain't no cure, ain't no way to save me. Ooh, it burned as the fire faded. She's running with
Isaac, I just wanted to say that I am feeling a sense of immense gratitude
Institute. I've just spent probably about 45 minutes with 3 of my consultants, and 2 of the other doctors, and I feel like people really care. And there are lots of different options. We may fly out to Pennsylvania to go and speak to the people that are pioneering this new CAR T-cell research, just to get more opinions. We really need to get the next step right. There's various different variations of the same type of treatment, and we'll keep you posted. But the fact that there's so many people working together to do good work, and in this case save a life, and being the one touched by it is actually incredibly kind of heartwarming. And you're looking at people's eyes and you can see that they care, spending time with me, and they want to make a difference. And whatever you do, whether it's saving lives and being a doctor, whether your profession involves something entirely different, I think if you can get that passion into your life, and you want to wake up every day and make a difference, I think that's a tremendously kind of amazing feeling, and a way of seeing other people experiencing the passion for their work and being the beneficiary of it. Beneficiary? Too difficult a word for me right now. But yeah, I just wanted to say that, look, what a beautiful city, what a beautiful place to be. The situation's difficult, but you can always kind of find the silver lining. So we're heading back to the office. There's a little bit of work to do. I feel like we've had a productive day. Thank you for working so hard, Isaac. No worries.
There you go, darling, I can't chase you no cure for the way she touched me. No escape from the lies she loved me. She's running with my heart, take her down. She's got my heart, take her down. Cause ain't no cure, ain't no way to save me. Ooh, it burned as the fire faded. She's running with my heart, take her down. She's got my heart,